So this is the thing. So like literally, I'm in Mexico. I've got the
Yeah.
fucking Southwind, right?
Yeah.
In the Southwind, I just got done watching Hotel Rwanda. World's worst fucking snuff flick. That's a real fucking flick.
Yeah.
Well, it's worse. They drag people out of their own house, and it's black people killing black people because of fucking driver's license.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. So Kurt had a habit where he smokes cigarettes, and I get sick and tired of him smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And so I bought him nicotine gum.
Yeah.
He would chew the nicotine gum, and he would literally spit it into the packet, twist it up, and put it on my counter so it looked like 8 balls, right? So after they look like 8 balls is the best part. So they look like 8 balls on top of my counters. Every time he fucking smoked a bowl, he would cash it into a garbage bag, which was a shopping bag.
Yeah.
You get it like Safeway, right?
Yeah.
So I've got these fucking 8 balls on top of my fucking countertops.
Okay.
We're in the world's worst fucking neighborhood in Tijuana, which is 1 block away from the red light district where all the fucking hookers are.
Prostitutes are, yeah.
And he's got 3 drug dealers outside of his house.
Yeah.
Dad had run an extension cord out to my Southwind RV.
Your RV.
And I watched the Hotel Rwanda in a fucking nightmare storm where they're fucking dragging people out of their homes, killing them.
Yeah.
And it gets better. So I'm sitting there and Dad goes, "You want to sleep in the RV. Otherwise, someone might steal it."
Yes.
So I watch Hotel Rwanda, which is the most terrifying snuff flick in the entire universe.
Not actually, but
And in the middle of the night, I hear twang. Someone stole my fucking carpet that was dirty, nasty, and disgusting. He was right. Someone wanted to steal it. And then the 3 drug dealers that lived outside of Dad's house that had graffitied his fucking apartment, El Gringo está aquí, Pinchy Gringo, asshole,
Pinchy gringo asshole, yes. Pendejo.
got flipping busted by these cops from Tijuana that were dressed up for war.
Dad actually got busted?
No, the
Oh.
drug dealers
The drug dealers did. Okay.
that lived outside their house every day. These cops showed up with these flipping military helmets, Kevlar
Yeah.
helmets,
Yeah.
military fucking armor on their heads.
Yeah.
They busted them. I just got done with Hotel Rwanda and I was fucking terrified. I'm listening to this shit outside and I'm fucking afraid. I'm scared out of my fucking core.
You know where they got all that stuff?
It got worse. Now check this out.
Okay.
So remember the 8 balls on the counter.
Yeah.
The marijuana cached inside the fucking garbage bag, which is
Yeah.
just a shopping bag, right?
Okay.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm fucking scared because fucking SWAT shows up. They're fucking screaming at these fucking guys. They arrest them,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, I'm in this fucking 1983 Southwind, and they're trying to break in, and I'm like,
To your Southwind?
the cops
To your Southwind.
think I'm a drug dealer.
Okay.
Bangy, 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 boomy, boomy, boomy. I'm freaking the fuck out. And so I'm like, oh no, I've got a black powder gun in Tijuana.
Right.
It's a fucking real gun that shoots real fucking bullets.
Right.
So I take that black powder gun. I'm like, where the fuck do I put this thing? Do I stick it in the toilet? Do I stick it up my ass? I don't want it up my ass. I don't really want it in my toilet. So I have an entire cabinet next to my bed
Yeah.
full of dirty underwear.
Nice.
So I shove it behind the dirty underwear. Open the fucking door, and I'm like,
Hola.
"Como está?" And like, they're like, I got no fucking idea what they're fucking saying.
Right.
And I'm like trying in my Spanglish because I've been trying to learn English. I'm like, "Yo padre está aquí. Yo padre es una profesora de inglés de
Your padres.
Inglesia de library.
Right.
Librario."
Right.
So I got no fucking idea what library is.
Biblioteca.
Biblioteca. Still didn't know biblioteca. And I'm like, escuche. And I'm like, I have no
Escuche.
fucking idea. I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying.
Escuche me.
I have no idea what's going on. And he goes, and the guy is like, que está tomar? Tomar? No, tomorrow. Drink? I'm like, I don't drink. Yeah. No, trabajo. And I'm like, trabajo? Oh. Cocina. Yo esta cocina. And he goes, cooking.
Cooking.
Yo cocina.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. And I'm like, so I start pulling out pans, these shiny fucking pans that are stacked up on the side of the wall of the fucking Southwind, right?
Yeah.
So I fucking have these pans that are stacked up on the side of the Southwind. And I'm like, yeah, I got these pans. And then all of a sudden, again, you have to understand, this guy's in full SWAT gear.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking M16 from fucking Vietnam and all of his friends, military grade fucking armor. And he goes, oh, yeah? ¿Qué es esto? And he looks on top of my fucking counters.
Oh, shit.
And every single one of fucking Kurt's
nicotine gum things.
wrapped up that looks like a fucking Tijuana 8 balls on the counter.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, KSS. At least I think, because I'm too stupid to understand his Spanish.
Right.
And I'm like, you don't want to open that, buddy. He opens it up, and there's gum on his finger that gets stuck. After he sticks his finger in it, he's like, I'm out. And I'm like, he goes, and I tried to explain as best as I could that my dad teaches English at the library for his kids for free.
Right.
And I'm like, I am a cookware salesman, but he didn't understand cookware, but he understood cocina.
Right.
And I'm like, I've got cookware there, so shit. And again, I ripped the carpets out because I was allergic one time. And so, like, it's all plywood. But you could see the you could see the 8 balls on the countertop, which were gum.
Right.
Thanks, Kurt. And I'd forgotten that every time that Kurt smoked a bowl, he would cash it in the garbage can.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, no. So after the fucking cops left, I get the fuck out. I go knock on the fucking door, wake up Dad. What's going on? I'm like, Dad, all your drug dealers got busted.
All your drug dealers got busted.
And I've had enough. Let's get the hell out of here. And he goes, okay. So, remember Dad's voice, that big, okay.
Okay.
So, we jump in the Southwind. And now, you have to understand, I don't remember if I've had weed or if I've had the gun or what's going to get me busted going back across the border.
Right.
But I did watch Beverly Hills Cop. And on Beverly Hills Cop, they said that coffee grounds hide the smell of drugs.
Right.
So I put either the gun or the drugs in a can of coffee.
Can of coffee.
At the top fucking, in a top cabinet over the refrigerator. So Dad and I grab my Southwind and we go to drive across the border. Now, 90% of the time, going across the border, it's not that big of a deal, right? But I've got Dad.
Right.
Dad crosses the border all the time. He's an international suspect because he crosses the border all the time.
And talks to everybody.
He used to. Anyway, so we're going across the border, right? We're in the fucking 1983 Southwind.
Yeah.
And the gun that I had in the underwear drawer, I think I shoved in the coffee can over the refrigerator. The refrigerator that doesn't work.
It's a single shot black powder.
2 shots. Fuck you. Anyway.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
So we're sitting there.
50% chance.
No, they both work. I knew they worked. It was full of rock salt. That's the worst part.
Okay.
Anyway, but it was in Mexico, which is a felony. You get locked up. So we're going across the border, and Dad goes, let's go across the border. And I wanted to be back in the U.S. where I have a legal right to defend my life.
Yes.
I can defend my life if somebody breaks in. Dad goes, let's go back. And so going across the border, we go to secondary inspection because it's a fucking RV. And we're sitting there, and it's a miserable experience. I had just gotten through Hotel Rwanda where my nerves are fried and my hands are fucking shaking and I'm terrified.
Right.
Kurt's fucking 8 balls almost got me arrested in fucking Tijuana. by these super stormtrooper cops that were fully loaded with M16s from fucking Vietnam.
Right.
And they put me into secondary inspection.
Of course.
So to go to secondary inspection, they bring in a drug dog.
Of course.
The drug dog runs into the fucking RV. He goes forward, he goes backwards, and then he goes to the garbage can.
Of course.
And there are 5 Border Patrol agents right there, right?
Of course.
Here, turn that thing off, will you? As fast as possible. So there's this drug dog, Border Patrol agents. One of the Border Patrol agents, I swear to God, had Chinese eyes. And it wasn't because he was Chinese.
No.
He was fucking high.
Of course.
On weed.
Of course.
And there was an old hamburger in that garbage bag that my best friend Curtis had been dumping marijuana ash into for a month.
Of course.
So I go, so this fucking dog is looking at the garbage can. Praise Allah, because the weed was in a coffee can over the fucking refrigerator or the gun. I don't remember which.
Right.
Sounding like my dad.
Oh.
And I go, you don't want the dog to eat that hamburger, dude. It's a week old. And so one Border Patrol guy goes, he's specifically trained not to eat someone else's hamburger.
Right. Of course.
And wait, it gets better. So El Stoner, Border Patrol guy, goes, oh yeah, not that dog. That dog ate someone's hamburger last week.
Oh.
And the super cop guy loses all of his energy. And he goes, okay, you guys are out of here and leave. So Dad and I drive off. There's a gun over the refrigerator. Legal as hell in the U.S.
Right, but not Tijuana.
Not in Tijuana. And we parked in a Walmart parking lot where we could just fucking be left alone.
Right.
And we made it right through. And half of that reason was because Kurt, one, put 8 balls over my countertop that were gum.
Nicotine gum.
Right. Ashed his weed into my garbage can, which I didn't throw out.
Right.
Which embarrassed the other super authority Border Patrol guy. He goes, no, that dog, he ate a hamburger last week, man.
Spanish.
No,
Redneck
in English.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he was stoner from hell, bro. The English guy. Like, you know, when you're stoned, you talk funny. And literally got us across the border because that fucking dog was looking. By the way, the dog was right this time.
Right. Yes.
The dog was right this time.
Yes.
Because of the potash. Beautiful dog. And went back across the border to the fucking... we found a Walmart and spent the night. And it was okay. And it wasn't that bad at all. But, yeah, Hotel Rwanda.